And as promised last episode, I have been working on the base build a little bit. To start today's episode off, we've got the other 3 towers built along the cardinal directions, and I've been working on this bridge a little bit and even kind of thickening the circle. A lot of quartz going into this build, and look at this. We've got this cover up going on. That actually wasn't too easy because I had to go down below inside of this guy and drain the water out. Ooh, can I get in? Hello? I drained out the water. Remember I mentioned we might have a secret tunnel? Yeah, look at that. We got a secret tunnel coming through here. We're going to finish it out, of course, but we've got some redstone torches on that. We needed that in order to get those trapdoors, those iron trapdoors to flip up, because I wanted to hide a little bit of that blue. So we got a lot more to go, though. I got to finish getting this ring. It's not going all the way around, and I want to add some more detail to it, of course. But before we get into doing a little more buildy on the base today, I want to give a quick word about the sponsor of today's video. I often get asked what editing software I would recommend to somebody just starting off on YouTube, and honestly, I've never known how to answer that question before. That is until I learned about Wondershare's Filmora 10 editor. So naturally, my curiosity got to me, and I wondered if I could produce an entire Hermitcraft episode using an editor that costs over 10 times less than the editor I've been using for years. And guess what? It turned out fantastic. In fact, no one even noticed the difference in the last episode of Hermitcraft. I was able to learn the editor in just a matter of minutes without having to read any documentation or watch any tutorials, and it had every single feature I needed to produce the video. It also has really cool features like motion tracking, so you can do things like this. Not to mention, Filmora has a vast library of effects, titles, and transitions in their film stock library. They even have a Minecraft-inspired pack that lets you do cool transitions like this one. If you are a content creator or looking to become one, Filmora is offering a chance to win a free license to Filmora 10. All you have to do is leave a comment below stating, "I want Filmora to create," and finish that sentence by letting me know what type of videos you are wanting to create with it. Even if you don't win the free license, you can try out Filmora 10 for free using a trial version by clicking the link in the description below. And in case you're wondering, yes, I do plan on editing this episode in Filmora as well, so it'll be interesting to see if you notice any differences between this episode and the episodes before the last one. Let me know in the comments, but so far it's working out great. Anyway, while you all were watching that and getting educated on what Filmora is all about, I went ahead and finished up these arms on the, I guess, what would this be? The east and west side, I suppose. I kind of do get my directions mixed up. That way is south. Let me double check. Where is it at? I was about to find, there it is on the left. Facing south, yes. Okay. And that's north. And then, so that would make this west and that way east. Okay, I know my directions. Anyway, we've got these done now as well. I did not drain the insides of these just yet, and we got some bubble columns there. I haven't drained the insides, but you can see I did put in the redstone torches in order to open up these trapdoors, and it's looking great. It's coming along, and I think the next thing I want to do here is it definitely needs some support, right? If we take a look at it, even though we kind of thickened up the poles there, this is still just floating, and so I am thinking about bringing back something. I saw a few people were a little upset when the kind of spiral columns were taken down, the ones in the corners here. There was a few people that really liked those, and I thought, you know what, we can probably bring them back by making them the support pillars underneath this bit here. So that's my plan. I don't know if we're going to be able to time-lapse this because it's a bit of an underwater build, but we'll see. We'll see if it turns out okay. Well, the time lapse turned out okay, but the pillar, not so much. This isn't exactly the level of detail I was hoping to see from above the surface. I mean, that's just not right. You can't even tell what's going on down there. Oh no. And if you come down in here, you could see, I think it might be because there's water behind the glass. And so that kind of washes the look out. I'm actually not sure. I feel like it is the glass's fault, but I need to see what's going on here. Maybe if we take out that water, we might be able to get a better look. So I think we can just kind of drop down in here and, whoa, okay, this is going to be a lot of blocks to place. Maybe I should get something that's going to be easier to place and dig out. And let's clear out some water and see if that fixes this. If not, I might need to go back to the drawing board and figure out what I'm going to do here. But now I'm stuck in here. Okay, that was it. I can already tell just by clearing out a little section of water here behind the glass. That's definitely the problem. So it was a little bit tedious, though, to come in here and place a bunch of netherrack and then bust it back out to get rid of that water. I wonder if sponges would do a better job of clearing this out, because if I place a sponge in there, it may clear out some water on the outside of the glass tube, but that should just refill itself since there's water in all directions pretty much. So I'm going to go with the sponge thing and see if that works better. This has to be the most satisfying thing in Minecraft now. Setting down these wet sponges and having them dry out immediately in the nether is just the most amazing thing. Now, I wish there was a faster way to harvest them, though. All right, let's give this a go. Let's see if it works. Ooh, actually, yeah, that did work pretty good. It cleared out a good area. Let's do it there. And I don't know. I mean, obviously, there's probably ways to make this perfect, but we're just kind of winging it here and seeing if we can get all this water out. Now, the thing I wonder is, how's the outside of this place going to look after we've done all this and cleared this out? And can I just kind of work my way down in the spiral pattern? Probably can. Well, now that we've taken out the water, we can definitely see it better, and sponge was the way to go. It does look like all the water kind of repaired itself on the outside. So now that it looks good underwater, let's see if it looks better outside the water up above here on land. And yeah, that's a lot better. We can actually see the design. It's not perfect like that. Prismarine is still getting washed out by the glass quite a bit. Let's see. Let's get even further of a view. You know, we got to go to our patented lookout point up here to get the proper view of the base now. And let's see. Okay. Yeah, I think I can live with that. I do kind of wonder if maybe putting in the glass wasn't the best idea. Maybe it was better off without the glass there. So maybe let's do this. Let's do another pillar over there. And that way we can kind of compare and contrast. Wait a minute, what just happened? Oh, look at that. If I real quick flash to looking at it for just a split second, we can kind of see what it looks like without the glass. Maybe. I don't know. That's weird. Are you guys seeing that little glitch? It might be hard to tell. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Okay. Anyway, all right, let's build one more pillar over here and we're going to see what we like better. And if we like it without the glass, I mean, it'll save me some glass. Oh, there it was again. And but I'll have to tear all this out, which you guys know how tedious tearing glass out is. All right, I've built up the pillar here on the west tower and it just doesn't feel right without the glass. Yeah, you can see it through the water a little bit better without that glass in front of it, but it just feels like it might be too small. Like it's not enough to be holding up this kind of a building. And so I think I am going to go ahead and stick with the glass and we'll do that again and drain out the water from inside. A little bit tedious, but that's okay. Probably less tedious than having to remove the glass on that pillar over there. And I've been looking at this and thinking, should we also maybe do a base on the bottom of this or just let it kind of sink into the earth? And that way it looks like it just could continue for who knows how far. Let me know your thoughts on that, whether or not we need like a base of this pillar or not. Hello, kelp. There's so much kelp in this ocean. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm going to leave it for now, but I am going to build up the glass around this and maybe do one more pillar, I guess. I kind of been neglecting the north side of this, to be honest. We didn't do that path over there, and I probably won't get to that tower or the pillar underneath that tower today, but I need to go get some more dark prismarine. It's a good thing last episode, was it last episode or the episode before, we fixed our wither rose farm because I've been using that to create this dark prismarine and also need it, of course, to keep the stock up in impulse buys now on the mini barge. So anyway, all right, let's do it. Let's go ahead and finish up these 2 pillars. 3 of the 4 pillars are now complete, and I think there's something else I want to add today as well. I think we need a little extra support for these walkways coming across. Yeah, they are thicker now because of the work that we've done today, but I think it would be cool to have some bracing on them that goes all the way way to the bottom. Nothing crazy fancy like these were, just something simple, and maybe give it a little bit of light too, just to add to the ambiance of under the ocean here. How you doing? Okay, there's our dolphins, Grace. All right, so let's go ahead and see if we can figure something out that's gonna work here. And yeah, it looks like I'll go all the way to the ground and connect them up, obviously, so it looks like it's being supported. I think it's gonna look pretty cool. New support pillars are in, and I think those look absolutely fantastic. I went ahead and added them to the one over there as well, and even this guy over here, even though the legs are a lot shorter because it's not as deep over here. Oh, it actually looks way better when we're up here. Oh, there we go. Okay, you can see it much better. There we go. I love that. I think that adds so much to it. I may add a little more detail to where the parts connect, but this is coming along so nice. We've put in a ton of work so far on the base today, and I think it's looking so good. I'm happy with the way this is turning out. And we got a lot more to go. We're not done, but I think I'm going to pause on the base building for today just because, yeah, it's time to switch things up. We put a lot of time into this already, and I have a few chores to do, I suppose. First thing I want to do is I got to make some modifications to my Whack-A-Stand game. I just want to add some audible indicators for when players score points and when the game is over. So I'm going to go over there and just kind of add some note blocks in to make it obvious. And also, you guys let me know that last episode I forgot to do a good deed of the day, and I want to take care of that as well. So, all right, first things first, let's go finish up our Whack-A-Stand game. I've gone ahead and added some note blocks so that when the game ends, you get an audible indicator, and also every time you get a point, you get a little notification that you got some points in there as well. So let's see if it works. And you get a little notification, of course, when the game starts. So, okay, let's see if we can knock some stands down and see if we can hear that indicator that we're scoring some points here. And first round, we got, oh, all the way in the back there. Way too late to that one. Let's see if we get one closer here. Here we go. All right, it does take a little bit of time because it has to travel down through the system, but we should hear it any second. There it is. You heard that note block go off. This one's a little bit closer to the scoring system, so we'll stick around for this. Oh, it got kicked back up. Let's see. We can take that, and I don't think I'll make that part of the game, as if you catch one, you can just throw it back down. And there's our indicator. All right, sweet. So that seems to be working, and it went off again. We should get one for that as well. And we should hear it a few more times now, because we are definitely getting some stands. There it is. Okay, perfect. All right, that seems to be working, and I'm just going to hang out so you can hear what it sounds like at the end of the game. There it is. You heard it. Dun, dun, dun. That means the game is now over. All right, let's go ahead and clear out this, make sure that it is ready to go for the next person. And let's see. We didn't play the whole game. We just played a little bit, so there's our points coming in for the last one. We hit 17 on that one. All right, not bad for only playing about half the game. All right, good. That is working now. I am happy with the way this game has turned out. And now it is ready to go, because soon, very soon, I think we are going to start going head-to-head in these mini games, and I cannot wait. I believe I am signed up so far to do Grian's game, and what else am I signed up for? I think Etho's game, maybe Azuma's one as well. I'm signed up for a few. I can't wait to play them, and hopefully the Mycelium Resistance can be successful in beating the HEP in this competition. All right, we're heading back out to our industrial farming area, where last time we were here, we had this failed experiment of launching villagers into this honey and blowing up, and instead we just blew everything else up. Yeah, it was a bit of a disaster, but I'm here today because I have an idea for something I could do for a good deed of the day, and in order to do this, I'm going to need some of the villagers from the Infinite Villager Breeder. So I need to clean this up just a little bit. I don't have any blocks on me, so I'm going to grab some blocks because, yeah, it's a mess down there now. All right, there we go. This is looking much better, and he's been stuck in the corner for a while, so I guess you can be free until a zombie finds you. But I had an idea strike me, and I thought, you know what? This could be the ultimate good deed of the day. And I was flying around, and my elytra broke. I'd done so much flying around, admiring all the new stuff we added to the base, that my elytra broke, and I realized Well, great. Now I have to go all the way out to the Enderman farm in order to just repair the one single item. Or, you know, I could do something else, I suppose, like trade with villagers. But it was just inconvenient. And so I thought, what if we were able to set up a way that hermits could easily repair any items just right there in the shopping district for free? Just right there, totally convenient. And I remembered clerics actually... Whoa. Uh-oh. I should probably get rid of the TNT from that machine. Okay, hold on. Hold that thought. Deja vu? Anyone? I had to clean it up again. Oh my goodness. Okay, where were we? Okay, I was just explaining my big brain idea. I want to have vending machines for XP in the shopping area. Nice and convenient for all the hermits. And basically just something you could walk into and it'll just spray XP on you so that you can repair your items or your armor or whatever you need to repair. But in order to do that, we're going to need bottles of enchanting, which we can get from clerics, but they're typically not cheap. And I would need a lot of clerics to be able to do that. So we're here to use the infinite villager breeder. I'm going to pull out a bunch of villagers. We're going to convert them to clerics and also probably try to bring the price down. I'm just trying to figure out where I want to put them. I might just line them up on the back of this building here and just kind of tuck them in right here. I think that will probably work. So, all right, I need to get some things set up and start extracting some villagers from here. And hopefully... no more go up in there and die. I grabbed all the TNT, so hopefully no more messes today. All right, I've got a few clerics in place now, and I've been trading with them quite a bit, getting some good stuff as well. And of course, I've got some emeralds from my raid farm. No, that's not my raid farm. My raid farm over there. So it was easy to get these guys leveled up. And I noticed right now their bottles of enchanting are only 2 emeralds per bottle, which is a great deal. So I am going to buy as many as I can, and that way we can at least get this thing started. Of course, I want to bring in a zombie and I'll do the whole convert them to zombie villagers and heal them back up so that the price will be 1 emerald per bottle of enchanting by the time we're all finished here. But just to get things going, it looks like I should be able to get quite a bit here. Now these guys over here, they were a little mad at me. Are they okay now? Yeah, no. They're look at the prices. I accidentally killed a villager. Yeah. I mean, it was an accident, I swear. But these guys saw it and they're not too happy about it. So I'm gonna give them a little time. You know, hopefully they'll forget what happened over time. I think the price is maybe going down soon. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna keep trading. We'll get as many bottles as we can, and then we'll go over to the shopping district and figure out where we're gonna put this enchantment booth. All right, so this is probably the most trafficked part of the entire server. This is the main portal to the hub in the Nether, and it's also right in front of Town Hall. So I think it would be very cool to have the XP dispensing station right around here, and I know it can be done because... yeah, somebody else has installed a bit of redstone under these stairs as well. We all know what that button does. I'm not going to press it. So I went ahead and took the liberty of finding a spot to put this. And you can see there is a button here. I mean, it's a little inconspicuous, I guess, but check this out. We press that and we got ourselves the standard Jeb Door, I think they called it, that opens up and put it on a T flip-flop so you can go in, get your XP, and then on your way out, go ahead and hit that again to close it up, and it looks like nothing is even there except for this weird button. So the next thing we need to do is actually put our dispenser machine in here, and I think I'm going to just put it right here at the end of this hallway. We'll have a couple dispensers right here, and right here. You can walk in, maybe press another button, and every time you press that button, it's going to dispense a whole bunch of XP bottles or bottles of enchanting on you, and that will help you fill up. And then when you're all done, you can walk out, and you'll be good to go, nice and repaired. All right, the dispensers are now in, and I am ready to give it a test run. So when we press this button, we should have a bunch of these items spit out. I put 64 terracotta in each one so we can get a good idea of what we are going to get out of this. And so the idea is you would step in here, stand on the button, and of course hold whatever you need to have repaired, or of course be wearing it, and then boom, just like that, we got 38 terracotta, which means 38 bottles of enchanting would be splashed on the player, and that should do a pretty decent job repairing items. So I'm gonna go ahead and now start to put in some bottles of enchanting, and let me go see if I have a tool that might be in need of repair. All right, I was able to find this fortune pick, and I probably used this one when I was doing Iskull's diamond mining challenge, and you can see it's down to 58 durability, so it's hurting. It's definitely hurting. Also, my wings are missing a little bit of durability as well, so they will probably get some repair as also, and here we go. We've got some bottles of enchanting in the dispenser. Let's go stand over here, and let's see if it works. Oh my goodness, that definitely is a lot of XP. Did not completely repair my pickaxe. Oh, and we got some XP orbs that made it all the way out here. Interesting. Okay, I want to check something real quick. I want to see if any accidentally got put behind the dispenser somehow. Do we have rogue XP orbs sitting around here? That would be bad. I don't want any XP orbs just kind of sitting around the server and going to waste. Uh-oh, and I got myself stuck in a hole here. Okay, so I couldn't find any XP orbs back there, so I think we're good to go. And I kind of wanted to make it so this could be a multi-part, series here of hitting the button, because if somebody only needs a little bit of repair, they can come in here and still just get that little bit. So let's see how many times we have to hit the button for it to fully repair our pickaxe. Okay, so here we go. This will be attempt number 2. All right, we got all the orbs, and yes, somehow make it all the way out here. I don't know if it's shooting past our head or what. That is interesting, very interesting. Of course, our elytra is completely fixed, and this only has a little bit. So we may be wasting a little bit of the bottles of enchanting when we come in here. So, okay, so we're down to 48. So, yeah, I'm trying to get a good idea of how many bottles of enchanting I'm going to need in the system. Oh my gosh, it is so loud. This will probably do it. I should be smart and... oh. Let's see. This might actually top. There it goes. And we can probably get the last little bit on this guy too. Perfect. Oh my goodness. So we just completely repaired this pickaxe. 3 button presses is what it took. And that is pretty awesome. I'm going to have to, I'm going to have to continue to monitor that. I'm going to have to fill it up with a whole bunch of bottles of XP, but we got some work to do in order to get those a little easier. For now, I'm going to leave that closed. And as soon as I have this thing stocked, I cannot wait to tell the hermits that that's there. I wonder if anybody's going to get a little curious about what that button's doing there before I even have a chance to tell them. But anyway, I think I'm going to end things here today. We did so much work on the base, and we finished up the Wacka stand, and we set up a little cleric trading hall at the industrial farming area, and then now we've got the ultimate repair station, or the ultimate good deed of the day. Free repairs for the hermits as soon as I get that thing stocked up anyway. But anyway, yeah, we did a lot. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, make sure you do that before you go. And with that said, I'll see you again next time. Have a good one, everyone.